Utica playing their first game of 2025 today against the Thunder Hockey Club. Their USPHL Premier affiliate got a win in their opening action of the year about an hour ago, winning 3-1 right here on this same sheet of ice. And now the NCDC group trying to do the same. The Thunder Hockey Club controls in their own end. A long pass down the ice to Josh Riaska. Riaska had it for just a moment on the far side before his pocket was picked by Golovin. A shot turned in loose by Riaska as he got it back and put it in towards Dylan Eliason in net for the Junior Comets. And we're going to get a delayed penalty here, a hold. It's going to go on Declan Stewart. First power play of the day goes to the Thunder Hockey Club. It is an area where they would love to be better. 10.8% on the power play. 8 man advantage goals on 74 opportunities. That's 19th in this league. Very close to the bottom. Meanwhile, on the other side, Utica killing at about 78%. That's 18th. Again, towards the bottom of this NCDC league. Power play starts with Utica winning a faceoff in their own end and then sending the puck all the way down to Thunder ice, where Nico Benjamin lost it, and Davis picks it up for Thunder. Working in on the left side, he's got Swanger all over him along with Hodgett. Lost it behind the goal, Eliason watching it go behind his back to his left side as Davis picks it up at the point. Minute 35 to go in the power play, 16:38 to go in the scoreless first period. Benjamin picks it up in the corner, lost it for just a moment. He's trying to dangle around 4 white sweaters who are giving him trouble. He turned one in off the backhand towards Calabre. Didn't get past him, but what an effort for Benjamin to just hold on to the puck and get that shot. Face-off coming in the Thunder end at the right face-off circle. Broughton is going to head in there for Utica. He lost it. Thunder trying to clear it out. And here they come. Sorn looking for somewhere to go with it. Doesn't find anywhere, so he'll bring it back behind his goaltender and play it out to O'Connor. O'Connor takes control once again after dishing it away momentarily. The Thunder are his third NCDC club over his 2 years in the league. He started at South Shore and then went to Northern before coming to the Thunder. He did play a playoff game last year with the Northern Cyclones. We'll see if he's able to take the Thunder to the playoffs, that same spot. They'll need a little bit of help to do it as they're towards the bottom of the overall league standings, right about middle of the pack for New England. 50 seconds to go in the power play. Utica trying to get their first kill of the game. The Thunder trying to get the first goal of the game. They would love to do it a man up. O'Connor brings it in to the left point, dumps it around the end boards. Not much power behind it, so it gets to barely the corner, almost to the trapezoid. Instead, it needs a little bit of help by the Thunder's Gaber Janovic Sorn to take it the rest of the way out to that far point. Alvarado steals the feed across the red line into Thunder territory with the puck on his backhand, lost it, had a man trailing. That was Xavier Goodwin, who was a few strides behind him, but in perfect place when he lost that puck to pick it up. Didn't have enough room to take the shot, though. But with 5 seconds to go in the power play and the puck in the neutral zone, it looks like a good kill for Utica, and indeed it is. A shot from Riaska went bar and out. Looked like he was going to go bar down with it. He would, in fact, was celebrating like he did. But the official was quick to wave it off right as Stewart was coming out of the box. 14:52 to go in the first period. No score. Utica killing off the first penalty of the day. They come into this game with a 14-10-3 record, 33 points in the NCDC. In 4th place in the New England division, a good spot to be going into this 2025 stretch of the schedule. Stewart is trailing behind Patrick Poirier. First time he's on the ice today for the Thunder. Had it behind his netminder and then lost it to the pressure of the red sweaters for the Comets. Volpe in the left corner, tried to center it out. He was looking for, it looked to be the stick of number 27, Ty Broughton. But he wasn't able to find it. Broughton just moved out of the way to get that puck off his stick. 14 and change to play in the first period. No score. Utica and Thunder Hockey Club. Volpe with it in the neutral zone. Puck still bouncing around. Finally, the Thunder are able to corral it. This is the captain, Sean Connolly, bringing it into the zone. Lost it to Volpe. Volpe across the red line, dumps it ahead as he'll head over to the bench for the change. Broughton does the same. Utica getting fresh legs out on the ice as the Thunder Hockey Club moves it around their own end. Into the near corner, picked up by John Michael Danks. Moved down to the right slot, back out to Danks, playing hot potato with Ty Frazee. Danks turns in a shot, goes off the shin pad of Cabby. Picked up by Frazee. Frazee turns one in, wide left. And now the loose puck squirts all the way out to the left corner where Urban is playing it. Urban moves it up the far wall to Gregory. Gregory lost it. Frazee had it. Now Gregory back with it, pressured by Connolly. Finally works it out towards the slot where Frazee was, but unable to put it onto his blade enough to get a shot. Gregory will head to the bench. Hodgett enters the zone with 12:51 to go in a scoreless first period. His shot knocked away. And now the Thunder trying to move it up through the neutral zone. They do, looking for an opportunity to score the game's first goal. Puck goes all the way behind the net. Eliasson watching it go from his back right shoulder to his left shoulder and then out in front of him. Utica able to get a defensive stick on that and knock it all the way down to Thunder ice. 12:30 to play. Icing called as Thunder sent it all the way down, hoping that one of their guys in the attacking zone would grab it. And the three options they had in that spot of the ice all thought that one of the other two was going to take it. None of them did, and it got an icing. Utica, coached by Louis Edicket in his fourth season as head coach at the NCDC team. He worked as the assistant coach prior to his promotion. He helped lead the Utica College Pioneers to their first ever NCAA tournament berth back in 2013. That was when he was still playing. He is assisted by Johnny Jackson, the head coach of the Premier team, who won 3-1 against the Thunder Hockey Club in the first game of this doubleheader at 2 o'clock. 11:52 to go in the first period. No score between the Utica Jr. Comets and the Thunder Hockey Club. Stretch pass for Alvarado. Went down off of his stick, just barely. It was a beauty. Slid in a straight line, almost as if it was on a piece of twine. Straight down there on a dot, but just touched the stick and bounced off of it to go right into the hands of Calabre. Michael Calabre between the pipes for the Thunder Hockey Club. He allowed 3 goals his last time facing Utica. Was back on January 20th. He did have 38 saves in that game, though. And he hasn't played since, until today. Quick math will tell you that's 21 days separating those things. Ta'oa with it at the point off the Utica face-off win. 11:32 to go in the first period. Utica looking for the first goal. They almost got it there. Stewart took a good-looking shot, but it was knocked away at the last second by the pad of Calabre. Sorn puts it deeper into the Utica end. Gaber Jovanovic Sorn, out of Slovenia, played this season at the start at least with the Mercer Chiefs before coming to Thunder. He did not play a game with the Chiefs. He was on their roster, though. He scored a goal in his first career NCDC game on September 19th against South Shore. Had 2 assists in that outing as well for 3 total points. Ta'oa with it in the neutral zone for Utica. Walking into the slot, put one just off to the left of Calabre with 10:45 to go in the first period. No score between Utica and the Thunder Hockey Club. Puck loose, Gregory trying to poke it free, takes a shove after the whistle. Turned around to say, what for? It looked like they didn't like where he was poking his stick, thought Calabre had it covered, and didn't like the extra effort. At least the Thunder players on the ice did. Officials quick to separate them. We had a little bit of physicality in the Premier game at 2 o'clock, but not a ton so far here. A little bit of pushing and shoving, but that's to be expected with the sport of hockey. Hodgett sends the puck into Thunder ice with 10:30 to go in the first period. And Calabre will cover again. Broughton came in with it on his stick, lost it when he got to the net, and Calabre was quick to cover. On the other end, the Thunder Hockey Club are coached by Dan Hodge, his 4th season at head coach. He spent time in the ECHL, AHL, and NHL through the Bruins organization. His father, Ken, of course you'll remember by that name, Ken Hodge, was a 3-time NHL All-Star, 2-time Stanley Cup champion also with the Bruins. It was back in 1970 and 1972. Thunder with control of the puck in their attacking end. 10:05 to go in the first period as the Comets break out. Broughton had it on his stick and then lost it off the pressure from Manderfield. Gregory controlling in his own end, leaves it back for Volpe, who wasn't expecting it, had to reach his stick out to get it on his blade and move it across the blue line to the Thunder end once more. Thunder trying to break out, and they do. Luxford dumps it into the Utica zone. Eliasson came out from between the pipes to play that with 9:25 to go in the opening period, and we're going to get a high sticking. It looks like this will get bin time. Beg your pardon. No, it won't. Just a warning. Nobody headed to the box for that. Still only the one. And it was against Utica. 9:15 to play in the opening period. John Michael Tanks sends one in from the red line. It really had no chance unless it careened off the back glass and went off of Calabre as he was trying to back up, but that did not happen. So we'll get an icing call and a face-off at the right dot. Urban ties up with Roman Wainwright. Wainwright won it for Thunder, and now they move it into the Utica end, but they have to retreat as Johnson beat Roger Davis down to that end of the ice and would have been called for offsides had they played it any further. Benjamin sends it deeper into the zone. Picking it up is Lucier, immediately turning around and putting one in on Calabre, who's there to make the save. Michael Calabre out of Hudson, Ohio. Played last season with the NCDC group here, but they were called the Twin City Thunder in a different place. This was prior to their move to Exeter, New Hampshire, and their rename and rebrand. He got a great save there to keep this game scoreless with 8:45 to go in the opening period. Zick puts one in. Blocker saved by Calabre. Barrett turns one in again, denied by Calabre. Puck left on the doorstep of the slot. And Thunder pick it up before Utica can react to where that rebound went. They had 2 great looks. Calabre, 2 great saves. And then the Thunder thinking right now, trying to capitalize on some of these very few miscues that Utica has had, but every one of them is a chance for the Thunder Hockey Club to get into this game and get out in front early. Andor brings the puck across the blue line. He was looking for Alvarado. Instead, saw nothing but one of the Thunder players who came up and gave him a healthy shove in front of the Thunder bench. And now the other way comes Josh Riaska, tied up at the back end boards. Now 4 players, 2 from each squad, come in to free this loose puck. Utica will clear the zone. Poirier comes out onto the ice and plays it in his own end. 7:33 to go and counting down in this first period. No score between the Utica Jr Comets and the Thunder Hockey Club. Puck tied up on the right side in the Utica zone. Goodwin skates away with it for the Comets. Picked off and then sent in. That was one of the Thunder players who got a hold of it and just turned around trying to make something happen and couldn't. Machete turned around and put that shot on goal. Under 7 to play in the first period. Goodwin hits the ice. Looked like he got tripped, and they will indeed send that player to the bin. It is Machete, it looks like, who's going to get rung up for it. No, Machete will come off the ice, headed to the box. Is Wright, number 18. So Wright will head to the box for 2 minutes and put Utica on the power play. They're converting about 19%. That's 9th in the NCDC. And on the penalty kill, another top 10 unit here. The Thunder Hockey Club penalty killers tied for 4th with just under 89%. Volpe takes it across the center red line, leaves it back. Benjamin takes a hold, drop pass to Urban. Urban walks into the slot, deflected off the left pad of Calabre. Rebound sails all the way down the full 200 and is finally picked up by Volpe, who will captain this power play with 1:30 to go in the penalty and 6:10 to go in the first period. Volpe blows a tire in the neutral zone, and the rebound still heads into Thunder ice, but now is loose in that left corner. Volpe recovered and back standing, sends it over to his right to Benjamin, now takes the feed back from Benjamin. At the left point, Volpe commanding this unit. Alvarado, now back to Volpe. Volpe sends one in. Calabre didn't see it until late. It clacked off of the bottom of his mask before he was able to control it on his stick and send it back down the other way. 47 seconds to go on the Utica power play. 5.5 to go in the first period. Still scoreless between the Junior Comets and the Thunder Hockey Club. Broughton on the far side, pinned up with 2 white sweaters on him. Andor comes over in relief, trying to free it up for Utica. He does. 28 seconds to go in the power play before Thunder comes back to full strength. Frazee dumps it into the slot. Broughton turns one in. Calabre made the save with his right shoulder and then watched that puck fly into the air, hoping that nobody would come and bump him and knock it in unintentionally. All of his guys seemed to back off. They gave him the space to make the grab, and he will freeze play with 5:07 to go in the first period and 20 ticks left on the Utica power play. Face-off won by Utica. Lucier on the right side, put one in. Calabre makes the save. Frazee trying to feed it into the slot. No luck doing that. And as Utica, or rather the Thunder, tried to clear, they sent it up into the netting, using a little bit too high on that glass. And they'll send it out of play, so they'll get a face-off in their own end. Fresh skaters come out for Utica with 4:54 to go in the opening period. A scoreless opening first period at that. But here's the kicker. 7 seconds to go with Utica up a man. And this penalty will expire. Utica still with it in their attacking end. Goodwin on the far side. Sends it cross ice to John Michael Danks. Danks had a shot. Rebound made by Calabre. The save corralled into his legs. He lost it for a moment. Taking a look and lasering in on it was Golovin, who started skating in. Calabre saw him and then scrambled, dropped his stick, trying to get whatever part of his body he could on that puck to keep it out. Face-off coming in the neutral zone. With 4:36 to go in the first period, no score between Utica and the Thunder Hockey Club. Neutral zone face-off won by Utica. Danks sends it to his left, Wyatt Swanger. Now back to Danks. Danks across ice feed to Grolu. Dumps it into the zone. Goodwin skating over to corral that in the corner. Plays it out in front of Calabre. Danks takes the rebound. off that shot, trying to move it in, where the Comets trying to get it to the slot, but the Thunder captain, Sean Connolly, was right there to break it up for his guys. Davis backhands it for Utica, trying to get it to a man in better place than he was. Johnson, who was coming in the left side. Grolu turns one in on the other end, putting it just off to the left of Calabre. But Zick controls the rebound and the possession for Utica, staying down on this end. Hodgett off target on his shot. Golovin takes the rebound, is punished into the ice by two Thunder players. Puck still loose in the trapezoid. Calabre scrambling to figure out where it is behind him, trying to use those eyes in the back of his head or turn himself into an owl with that 360 neck. Finally, the puck comes back out in front of him, so he doesn't have to do either of those things. Hodgett turns one in with authority. Blockered away high into the air by Calabre. How about this? Calabre has stopped all of the shots to date, 21 of them. Utica, 21 shots in the first period. How's that for pressure? Icing down at the other end will stop us with 3:03 to go in the first period. Even worse, just 5 for the Thunder Hockey Club through that same time, about 17 minutes. When I say Utica wanted to start the new year on a hot note, they have been. They've been shooting the puck, and they've been shooting it often. Face-off coming in the Thunder end. Johnson gets waved out of the face-off circle. And they end up letting him come back in after he protested to the linesman. Barrett trying to center it. Couldn't get it off the backhand. Isaac Barrett scored a goal against the Thunder on December 20th. The last time these two teams met, it was his third game as a Comet. He had 2 goals over 4 games. Takes a shove right there. And it's enough to get an elbow call. Once again, Utica will go on the power play, and they've got plenty of time to do it. The Thunder won't get their 5th guy on the ice until 40 seconds left in the period. .240 to go in the opening frame. Still no score between the Utica Jr. Comets and the Thunder Hockey Club. Volpe to start off this power play, moves it over to his right side. Alvarado, who takes it into the right face-off dot, moves it towards the corner, but then leaves it for Benjamin, who brings it back out to the slot. Benjamin had it stolen away by Alec O'Connor, who then sends it the full 200, where Volpe will pick it up again with 2:20 to go in the opening period. No score, Utica and Thunder. Minute 33 to go on the power play as Alvarado gains the blue line. Stewart down there with him as Alvarado was punished into that corner. And once again, the Thunder Hockey Club knocks it out to Utica ice, where Eliasson will come out to play it. Volpe takes control once again. 3rd time's the charm, they say. He's hoping that's true. Across the red line. Drop pass. Alvarado with it now. Gives it to Stewart. Urban, the captain, moves it deeper into the zone to Volpe. Out to the slot, Stewart. Stewart put in a shot that was knocked away by Calabre. The rebound goes over into the left corner to Volpe. Volpe looking for a feed. He finds it at the left point. It's Urban. Urban turns one in. Off of the skate. You could tell that one hurt as Broughton got up and he was shaking his left foot, where that skate provided some padding but not enough to prevent a bruise. 33 seconds to go in the Utica power play. They've got it in their own end with 1:10 to go in the opening period. Looking for the game's first goal here. They would love to do it before the intermission. Lucier went all the way around behind the net, tried to play it out to the point. Barrett had it for just a moment. Frazee was able to get it after it was knocked off of his stick by Mason Manderfield. Manderfield now with it, controlling and fighting now with Isaac Barrett for the puck. Penalty is killed off. Utica once again denied a goal on the man advantage. This Thunder Hockey Club penalty kill is something else. 30 seconds to go in a scoreless first period. Manderfield racing with Barrett once again, this time down to Utica ice, where the Thunder are trying to capitalize. Utica just trying to clear and call it a period. Lucier brings it through the dots, out of his zone to no man's land with Andor. Andor lost it as he was trying to shield himself away from Wright. He has to patrol into his own end. Wright's still on his heels, but with 3 seconds to go in the period, that will do it. No scores in the first period. We head to the dressing rooms with goose eggs on the board between the Utica Jr. Comets and the Thunder Hockey Club. Period number 2 is next. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on FloHockey.